Hi, this is Chad Garber. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you a lead guitar lesson. And in fact, this video is going to be in a series of guitar lead lessons, or lead guitar lessons. So stay tuned. Okay, so what does it even mean to play lead guitar? According to Wikipedia, a lead guitar is a guitar part which plays melody lines, instrumental fill passages, guitar solos, and occasionally some riffs within a song structure. The lead is the featured guitar which usually plays single notes, bass lines, or double stops. Whatever a double stop is, I don't know what that means. So also another definition says a prominent guitar part that consists of the melody and solos of a pop or rock song rather than simply the chord sequences. That's cool. And it also requires improvisation. Let's get into it. Any kind of guitar solo you're going to do, usually the most basic ones or the most common ones are going to use a pentatonic scale. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into this stuff, but I'm going to explain it real quick just so you know what it is. A pentatonic scale, for instance, in the key of A, is you take, it's on the E string, you go from the 5th to the 8th fret. So the E is 5, 8, then you go to the A string and do 5, 7, then you go to the D string and go 5, 7, then you go to the G string and go 5, 7, then you go to the B string and go 5, 8, and then the E string is 5, 8. So that's for the key of A. So basically guitar leads take little sequences of notes within a pentatonic scale. Okay? And so for instance, I'm going to teach you one. I'm going to teach you, maybe, you might already know this one, but I'm going to teach one that's my very, very favorite one, and it's this one. Now, most solos I do, but most solos in general usually start with a bend. So it sounds like you're doing this, but you're actually doing. And usually that's, that's usually a jump into something else, although you can use it as something as simple as this. Like, this was the first lick I've ever learned, I ever learned. But I didn't even do it that way, I just went. And all that is I'm bending that 7th fret, and I'm pulling it down, and when I pull it down, I do a pull off, leaving the 5th fret playing, and then using the ring finger to hit the 7th fret on the D string. So let's see it. So that's the very first lick I learned, actually. The bend is usually a starting point. You can do that, or you can do other things. To me, I use it for this a starting point for this lick, which is this again. I'm gonna go slower this time. So really, you can use that part for the end. The whole. You can use that at the end of it. So I'm bending it. Okay, so this basic lick as I'm going, I'm bending it the same way I did from the 5th, making the 5th sound like making the 7th fret sound like I'm playing the 9th fret. And then I'm taking my pointer finger, putting it on the 5th fret of the B string, so I'm stroking down for the bend, and then I stroke down again. I pick down again on the 5th fret on the B string. Then I also pick back up. Like I'll pick it up, pick once down and then pick once up. So then I'm going to hammer on with my pinky, or you can use actually your pinky or your ring finger. I use my pinky because I have smaller hands. So you hammer on the 8th fret, which happens to be the pentatonic sequence, right? So you go. You hammer on it and then you pull it off. So bend, bend, down pick, up pick, hammer on, hammer pull off. then you just start over. So, it's really easy, really. If you can do this part. If you have trouble with this, if you're a beginner or have trouble with this, what you can do is you can break down, and this is part of what I think is really important about learning any instrument, is that you can break down the part you're having trouble with, isolate that part, and then repeat it, and repeat it for 5 minutes until you get it right. And at a certain, but slow it down to the point where you can play it. Slow it down to the point where you can play it, but you isolate that part, you slow it down, you get that perfect, then for 5 minutes, then you speed it up a little bit, and you keep on doing it until you get to the speed that you want it to be at. So, for instance, on this one, you could go for 5 seconds. You get yourself a metronome, and then for 5 minutes, go. Or. And then you'll get faster and faster. So anyway, that's just how you can isolate that part. So, or if you're having problems with a band, you can do it the same way. But so again, it's. And and I muffle with my right hand. Some notes still get through, but I try to muffle up the extra noise, the ringing strings. And then you can get faster and faster. And then you end it just with a or any way you want to. I mean, that's the main riff, and then you can come out of it any way you want to come out of it. And you can do, if you're in the key of A, you can also go the higher part, and it even sounds better. You can go to the pentatonic, and past the octave, and you can go. And then I usually, if I do it that high, I can use my finger, my ring finger for that. Actually, I do practice with both, but I think it's easier to use your ring finger when the notes or the frets are so close together. That's pretty much the first riff, and some general information about lead guitar. We're gonna have a lot more videos here, so hope you enjoyed this one. If you did like this video, please like it, and please subscribe to my channel, because there's going to be, if you want to see more of these, and there's going to be a lot more. And so subscribe to my channel, you'll get little notifications that say, hey, another lead guitar lesson. So anyway, thanks for watching.